Hello, hello. It is Wednesday. It is time for our weekly Wednesday class. And this week we're going to talk about nutrition and digestion. I know last week I said, oh, it's going to take half an hour and it went to like 50. So I am working really hard to get the time down because I know people's time is very precious, just like mine is. And I want to get you really good information in the quickest amount of time, just reasonable amount of time. Let's get started. So I started every class with answering 3 quick questions because my goal really is for everyone to have a really good understanding of these 3 things so that they are not clueless about essential oils. So the first thing is, what are essential oils? Second thing is, how do I use essential oils? Excuse me. And the third thing is, which ones should I buy? So essential oils are, to me and my family, is very basically just plant medicine. You can get essential oils from different parts of the plant, from the root, from the bark, from the sap, from the leaves, from the flowers. And those different parts where you can extract the essential oils from, that's also where you can, hold on, I made someone. That's also where you can get the essence from the plants from those spots, but that's also the plants use the essential oils as well. And they're using it for immune support, for defense, for things like that. And so those oils actually work really well with our bodies as well. So for us, it's plant medicine. So how do I use essential oils? If you attend any of our classes, you'll know that you can use it 3 ways: topically, aromatically, or internally. So you can use it, you can put oils on your body, on your skin. So say you have a tummy ache, you can rub some on your tummy. Say you have a headache, you can rub some, on your head as well. You can also use them aromatically. So this is a really good way to use oils, especially if you have a new user or you have a young user or you have even like maybe pets. I know we use this for our dog. You put them in a diffuser. That's the most common way to use them. And then they can fill the room with the aromatic compounds. And then that way everybody benefits from it at once. And so I like to do that, especially if you want to set a mood or if you have some illnesses going around and you want to kind of squash that, you can diffuse something like On Guard to try to kill airborne pathogens. And I like to use it that way. Another way I like to use oils, or you can use them, is internally. Now, I do have to stress that the only oils that I would ever use or recommend using internally are doTERRA's oils, because I know that doTERRA test their oils. And so they are safe, and I am very comfortable with using them for myself, for my family, and even for my fur baby. So which oil should you buy? Well, obviously, I answered that question already. Pure oils. You want absolute pure oils. You don't want any chemical made oils that were made or created in a lab to mimic the plants. You want pure essential oils. And the Terra's oils are certified pure tested grade. And so I trust those to use them for any of those 3 ways we discussed a second ago. And I also trust them because I know the impact that using these pure oils has for my family, physically, health-wise, and financially, and also how doTERRA partners with farmers on the other end of the bottle, and it partners with them to improve their communities as well. Okay, so we're going to talk about nutrition and digestion today. And so the current world food supply, let's start there. So I attended a training earlier this week or last week, and they gave a statistic that really I was actually surprised by. I don't know why I was surprised, but I was. So they said 75% of our calories come from just 12 crops and 5 animals. So 12 crops, which when I thought about it, wasn't surprising: wheat, rice, sugarcane, corn, soy, potatoes, palm oil, cassava, and then, some others that are grouped together. So I know probably on a daily basis we eat, rice, wheat, sugarcane, corn, and sometimes soy and potatoes. And then the 5 animals are cattle or cows, buffalo, goat, pigs, and chicken. So if you think about your diet and think about what you're eating and think about, do I really eat outside of these 12 crops and 5 animals? And probably not. And so why is that an issue? That's an issue because that reduces the bio diversity in your food supply and in what you're fueling your body with. So you know you've heard the term eat the rainbow. So you always want to have a diverse amount of plants, especially that you're eating, because it's going to give you different nutrients that your body is going to need. And so what happens is that we end up being very deficient in several different vitamins and minerals and nutrients that we need. And that's because we're really not eating the diversity that we need. So what are we eating? So we saw what the world's food supply is, but the standard American diet, which is also known as SAD, is mostly composed of processed food. That's about 70% of the US diet. 10% of Americans Americans spend 10% of their disposable income on fast food. We eat about 130 pounds of sugar per year, and more than 1/3 of US adults are obese as a result of this. So in the early 2000s, which now is what, 20 years ago, 60% of all middle schools and high schools sold soft drinks, or pop, as I call it, in vending machines, and that statistic hasn't changed. And if you're curious, you can go and look up how much sugar is in soft drinks. It's a ton of sugar. But the other thing that is harmful with soft drinks is that it dehydrates you. They dehydrate you. So when you're trying to drink it and they promote it as it's quenching your thirst, when really what you need is going to be water. So what should we be doing? So this is my healthy plate. So if you look, I think the CDC, the World Health Organization, I think Harvard University, they have all put out different ways that we should be, or recommended ways to eat. And if you look here, half of our plates should really contain fruits and veggies. We should have a fourth of it should be a protein or a meat. Well, they say meat, but a protein source. So that's where they have tofu and fish, lean meats there. And then another fourth of your plate should be fiber. So your whole grains and your brown rice. This is what your plate should look like. When you have an option for what you drink, you can drink water. I know lots of people say, but I don't like water. It doesn't have any flavor. You can add your oils to it. We add lemon oil, I add tangerine oil, I add lime oil, sometimes peppermint oil. So I can have all kinds of flavor that I want in my water. And in addition to that, you need to be active about 30 minutes a day. So we need to eat about 5 to 9 portions of fruit and vegetables per day. And you're thinking, how am I going to do that? Well, one of the ways that I do that is to start the day off with a smoothie, start the day off with a juice. You can have fruit for breakfast, eat fruit, raw vegetables and snacks, baby carrots, broccoli. Those are awesome snacks to have. Eat fruits, fresh fruits and veggies when they're in seasons. I know we're about to go into fall, so what is going to be in season is definitely going to change. And you always want to try to, like I said, eat the variety of fruits and vegetables. So I love that acronym, eat the rainbow. So I think, am I eating something red? Am I eating something orange? Am I eating something yellow? Am I eating something, that blue, purple as well? And when you think of it that way, you can't help but getting a variety of foods into your diet, because each of those different colors are going to give you different nutrients. And so I'm to be upfront, most of my training is going to lean towards being more plant-centered. My goal is for people to eat more plants, to just infuse their lives with plants so much more. That's why we use the oils. That's our plant medicine, and then spending more time out in nature. And so why do I promote this? Well, I'm not the only one, because MD Anderson does as well. And they say that plants have essential nutrients that you cannot get from other foods. They have vitamins and minerals and phytochemicals and antioxidants that are in the plants that are going to help your cells be healthy and also be in balance. And it's going to help your immune system function at its best. And we know we're about to go into that season of the year where you're going to pick up everything that's around, and we want to strengthen our immune systems before we start picking up stuff. Need some water right quick. So how do we make that bridge? How do we bridge from being limited on what we're getting in terms of nutrients, how we're always eating, processed food, fast food, and moving over getting a healthy, balanced diet that is rich in plants and veggies and fruit. So one of the things that we focus on at doTERRA is the wellness pyramid. And if you look at it, the foundation of our wellness pyramid is going to be nutrition and digestion. And we say nutrition and digestion because we talked about that last week. And so it isn't only what you're eating, it's what you're actually absorbing. What can your body absorb? So it's really important to help your body not only give it the nutrients or the plants, but to also be able to digest what you're giving it so that it can get into your bloodstream and it can be dispersed to all your cells. I have a really quick video for you that's going to talk. It's from Dr. Jessica Herzog, and she is one of the doctors at doTERRA Corporate.
Let's talk about daily habits to support your microbiome. The first, you want to get more fiber to feed that good bacteria. And there's a few ways you can do that. You want to consider doTERRA fiber, you want to consider doTERRA greens, and of course, you want to get more fruits and vegetables in your diet. More fiber can be a little bit hard on digestion if you're just starting out, so go slow. Start with just a little bit and give your body some time to adjust. The second critical piece of a daily habit to support your microbiome is reducing stress. When we are stressed, our body has more stress chemistry. That means our cells are stressed, our organs are stressed, and we want all of that to calm down so that good bacteria has all of those wonderful messages. We want to consider, are we getting enough sleep? And are we doing enough relaxation exercises for our self-care? So some things that you might consider are using the Serenity line for your sleep and using citrus oils like wild orange for your mood and the uplifting feeling. The third, to support your microbiome, is a balanced diet. We definitely want to consider removing processed sugar, removing all processed foods, and getting a variety of phytonutrients. And what that means is you want to get the whole rainbow of colors every day. The fourth, more hydration. Hydration is just not getting more water, it's getting more water and getting more salt, because you want to have the electrolytes to be able to hold on to that water. So making sure you're hydrated is allowing your body to have that volume of blood to be able to get the nutrients in, get the nutrients to your cells and organs, as well as being able to have an ability to take the waste out. The last is being mindful of our gut feelings. One of our most important microbiomes exists in our digestive tract, in the gut. So we want to be mindful of our gut feelings, that intuition, that sense that you have that something is going right or not going right. And a question that I like to ask my patients is, are you digesting life? It really helps to get at a part of their life that they might be stuck in, or an aspect that can come up where they can start to work on those feelings. So let's recap. The 5 things that can support you in helping to have a healthy microbiome is: number 1, getting more fiber; number 2, reducing stress; number 3, eating a balanced diet with lots of micronutrients; number 4, focusing on hydration, which is salt and water; and number 5, leaning into our gut feelings. You will definitely have an increase in your wellness as you undertake these 5 principles.
So one of the things that she talked about really quickly was increasing fiber. And remember on our plate how fiber is what should be 1/4 of our plate. And so sometimes getting more fiber is a challenge for people. And so doTERRA did come up with this fiber powder that you can make, and you can add it to water, and you mix a scoop of it with 10 ounces of water and drink immediately. Drink it immediately because it's going to start to thicken up. And so this is one of the things, it's high source of fiber. It has high potency vitamin C. It helps maintain a healthy microbiome, promotes healthy digestive function, supports the cardiovascular health. It can support the immune system. It can support metabolic processes, and it can also help with weight management goals. And so if you're not getting fiber and you're finding it hard to get fiber, which you get fiber from your fruits and veggies, this may be something that you would want to add to your diet, and you can take it every day. I personally love the taste of this fiber. And let me see, I know there's an oil in it. Yes, there's lemon oil in this. And so it has a really nice flavor to me. So I'll drink it just with water. Sometimes I may add it to a smoothie, but I really like it by itself as well. Other thing that we have is greens. And so the greens, actually, if you take it, you can mix a scoop of doTERRA greens with 8 or more ounces of water, or you can add it to juice, or you can mix it with your favorite smoothie. Now, anytime I say juice, I don't mean like the processed juice in the stores that they add a bunch of sugar to. I'm talking about cold pressed juice where you're squeezing the juice out of the fruits and veggies. And so I have added the greens to my juices and my smoothies before. And what's really cool about this is that it's going to provide you 1 to 2 servings of fruits and veggies. So if you're trying to get in, that 5 to 9 servings of fruits and veggies a day, and you're thinking that's impossible, Joy, it's not impossible, but you can take some hacks, or you can take some help by using things like the fiber and taking the greens and incorporating that into your diet. And so it has a good source of dietary fiber as well. I do know people that mix both. They may mix fiber and the greens together and take it at once, and they seem to like that as well. The greens are going to help support normal metabolism. It is non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan-friendly. So if you have any of those dietary needs, it's taking care of that. It has a mixed berry flavor, so that's why it mixes really well with the smoothies. And then it has a high amount of vitamin C as well. So I do say it has, let me look at all the different fruits and veggies in it. There's a green blend, there's kale, alfalfa, wheatgrass, dandelion, spinach, parsley, oatgrass, broccoli, cabbage, collard greens, and barley in here. There's also a bunch of superfoods like acai. There's goji berries. There is noni fruit extract. And there's also fruits. There's pineapple, mango, guava, cherry, and I think that's it. And there's also some essential oils. There's lemon and ginger essential oil in here. So just a really nice, robust mix of some fruits and veggies and some nutrients you're going to get from this. So incorporating this every day would be a really good step as well. There's a recipe that I think is on doTERRA's website, but here's one. There's a couple. There's a PB&J, which I tend to make this one similar to this often: frozen strawberries, frozen banana, peanut butter. I think we sometimes add protein powder. doTERRA has protein powder as well, but we'll add like the protein powder. And then so I actually like to use extra creamy coconut milk, and we'll put that in there. And then here's another one you can get your greens in. So there's different recipes. There's actually an nutrition ebook. So it's going to have the greens, the fiber, and then the protein powder with different recipes. If you like that, just let me know. You can text me at the number that I'll show later. So the other thing we want to talk about, this nutrition and digestion. We've talked a lot about the nutrition part. Let's talk a little bit more about the digestion part. And we talked about this last week, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. You can look at the post-convention. What is it? It was the new convention kit items from last week. Look at that video. We talked a lot about it. That's why it went so long. But it's really important to support your microbiome because we have trillions of tiny organisms called microbes on us. And in fact, they're all over in all the different systems that we have in our body. So they exist on our skin, our mouth, our eyes, our ears, our nose, our lungs, our kidneys, our urinary tract, and our reproductive system. So we want them to be healthy because they're everywhere. And sometimes when people can't figure out what's going on, sometimes you just need to get back in balance. And that includes having your microbiome in balance. And so one thing that I like to use or have used a lot in my house is probiotics. And so we did revamp our probiotic, and now it's called PBRestore, and it's good for the probiome. And we also have the ProBiome Gut PBsis Plus, and that's the sachets with the powder in it. I have those two options. this one, the PBRestore, is going to have 4 components to it. It's going to have a probiotic, a prebiotic, postbiotics, and phages. So the probiotic is going to be, and the probiotics is going to be the microbiomes. The prebiotic is going to be the food in there. The postbiotics is going to be what is going to be what comes after they eat. And then you have phages, which is going to be more microbiomes that are also in there that are going to be very helpful for your gut, because they're going to be the ones that are going to help kill off the bad bacteria and just microscopic things that are living in your gut, especially. And you want those out of there, because lots of times when you get an imbalance of the bad and good things in your gut, that's when you're going to have lots of things that are going on that you can't figure out. Like, I think for me, I get vertigo, I have lots of rashes, I have lots of indigestion. And so I've been starting to take this new PB ProBiome Complex, and I'm getting in there. I want to get all this cleaned out. This is a full list. It is so full of stuff. It has 24 probiotic strains for 22 species, but there are 30 bioactive components within here, and they are doing a whole bunch. I could probably teach a class just on this slide right here if we went into there and how beneficial they are. But if you want to learn more on your own, you can definitely look up what the different ones are, and you can see how powerful that this PBRestore is in helping with digestion. That's what we need. Remember, we need nutrition, but we also need digestion to make sure we absorb what we're taking in. And then there's the PBsis Plus. Like I said, this is another component. It has actually different strands of probiotics in it than the capsule has, so you can take them both together. This one is also a way for you to get your kids involved in taking more, or people that aren't really good at taking pills. You can start them off with this. I actually put one sachet in my daughter's lunch, so I know that she gets some PBsis every single day. So I know I said, how do we get the different things? Some of these, the PBAssist and the PBRestore, I get used to the new names, are available in the post-convention kit right now. That's the only way you can get them. Starting on November 1st, you'll be able to buy them separately as well. The post-convention kit is available if you have your own wholesale account. You can just go in there and order it now. It is $275, but if you're in the Houston area and you go to our Reclaim Your Health event this Saturday, you will get $20 off of that as well. And so that's a really good promo that you can take advantage of too. So how do you order? People always ask me, well, how do I get this? They find out all this stuff easy. You get a wholesale account. You want to know or need help setting up your own wholesale account, you can text me or contact your oil person, and they will help you get started. Here's your wholesale account. And I don't want you to be scared when you hear the word wholesale account. It's just like going to Sam's or Costco. And actually, there is no membership fee for the first year for new customers. So that's pretty cool. So I like that. But it gives you 25% off of everything that doTERRA sells. And so I don't like for people to pay retail. I want you to save money. And so the best way is going to be the wholesale account. There's no auto shipping. There's no requirements to buy anything once you get your wholesale account, other than, the reason you're getting the wholesale account is to get the 25% off when you start. But there's no mandatory, ordering you have to do. I know I had someone that they were worried about that last. I talked to them a couple weeks ago, and I was like, no, that's not how we're set up. But I do want to tell you the October promos, and this is going to go on through October. We have a new oil called Wickwood that's 10% off in October. It's very woodsy. I love it. Woodsy oils are very grounding for me. They're very calming. And so this is one that I like as well. You can also get balsam fir free with the 125 PV loyalty order. And so that is if you do that by the 15th of the month, you can snag a free oil. And this is every month. They have different ones that go on sale. And then there's another way. We have actually adaptive oil and adaptive bath oil. Now, the adaptive bath oil is not something we regularly offer, but it will be a free, these two together will be free for any 200 PV order. And you don't understand what any of these words are, that's fine. Once you get your wholesale account, we explain everything to you. And then if you are a new customer, you can get all of these October promos, plus you can get some more. You can get a free citrus bliss. You can get a free citrus bliss and diffuser. You can get a free citrus bliss and an adaptive roller and a frankincense 5 mil. And there's different ways that you can stack all these promos. And if you are a new customer, I can walk you through that. So we do have more classes coming up. Next week, we're going to have oils and movement. So we're going to talk about, our hero product, Deep Blue. They're going to talk about oil, sleep, and stress. And on the 25th, I wanted to do something different and fun and do a Halloween make and take. Now, what I'll do for that is that I will let you know what you need for the make and take, and we're going to walk through it together. You can register at Linktree, our link tree for Be All Amazing for any of these classes, or you can just text me and let me know if you have any questions, and I can help you with that. We also have a live event. Like I said, this Saturday is a Reclaim Your Health event. Tickets are $10. The tickets are selling fast. I'm really excited because there are going to be different booths where you can have your own experiences with oils, and we're really excited with our last planning meeting today, and it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. It's going to be an afternoon event. October 21st, we're going to have a natural solutions for blood pressure, and I think blood sugar is also going to be discussed at that class. So that one's going to be, there's a virtual component and there's going to be a live component to that if you're in like the Katy Cypress area in Houston. And then December 9th, we're going to be talking about oils of the Bible. So if you want a sample of anything we talked about today, you can request that. If you want to earn free products, you get your wholesale account and you start referring people, there's a way for you to earn free products anytime one of your friends or family gets something from doTERRA. And if you want to learn how to earn extra income, that's something that I can talk to you about as well. So that's it, guys. Let's see if you have any questions. I'm always happy to set up time to chat with you. And I made it in half an hour. I'm so excited because I wanted to give you some good nuggets of information so you can take with you and you can chew on and then come back if you have questions or come to the next class. I just want to get the word out there. Plants are powerful. We need to be using them. We need to be eating them. We need to be using them to help for our medicine, and we need to be spending time in nature. So that's kind of my mantra. Eat plants, use oils, hug trees. And I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for joining me today. And if you watch this later, thank you for watching it later. Have a great day, guys. Let me stop the recording. Yes.